What is up? It's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is going to be a weekly reading vlog, question mark. Currently about to go on my lunch break, so I figured I'd intro this vlog because I am going to read more of Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I will be reading some books that are less popular or not out yet, like On Sunday She Picked Flowers by Yaya Schofield. Comes out in January, so I'll give you all obviously spoiler-free thoughts on my arc. I'm also reading Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews on my Kobo at night before I go to sleep. It's like my read until I fall asleep book. Oh, I'm also reading like 20 other books, literally. I think my currently reading is 21, so that's great. We're gonna finish some current reads. We're gonna finish some books off my October TBR. I'm reading Mate at the moment and I'm loving it. Honestly, it's probably going on my most surprising list of the year. Not even probably, like definitely. Because I thought Bride was kind of mediocre. I thought Ali Hazelwood should stick to contemporary romances, but then Mate is just so good. The only reason I picked it up, well, first of all, it was an Aardvark pick. If you have been wanting to check out Aardvark Book Club, I do have a code, JAN, so you can use that code at checkout and get your first box for $4 and free shipping. How could you go wrong? Come on. So Mate was an option, and they have like the ombre cover. I'm too lazy to go grab it. I think I had B-roll in the beginning, right? This is day 3 of reading it, and I'm planning on finishing it tonight. It's such a slow burn. I was so intimidated at first because it was 465 pages, and I thought it was the same length as Bride. I was wrong, but it goes by so fast because the font is so nice, how the Aardvark books feel in my hands is so nice, and Ali's writing is just so good in this one. We don't get a sex scene until like way over 200 pages in, which I love. It's like more than halfway through, and I just love a slow burn. The banter is really good. It's your classic Ali Hazelwood humor. I suggest reading Bride first, honestly, but technically it is a companion sequel, but I think you would benefit from reading Bride, just like getting to know Misery, the main character in that book, and her dynamic with our main character in this book, Serena. I think it would just be more of a well-rounded experience. She also does a thing in this book, if you read Bride, you know, in the chapter headings, she puts the perspective of the guy. Oh my god, they get so cute. That's the only reason why I'm okay with single POV. I usually don't like single POV romances, but because we get little snippets of his POV at the beginning of every chapter, it's so tastefully done. It's so good. And he's just so sweet, but like grumpy. And she is just a character. I love her. I'm gonna finish that tonight. I am over 300 pages in. I am attempting to do 31 books in 31 days. I successfully did 30 books in 30 days last month. So I'm just trying to read as many books as I can for the rest of the year that I actually want to read. I mean, some days I'm gonna need like a palate cleanser or like a brain reset, and I'll have manga in here. I'll probably read A Sign of Affection Volume 2 in this vlog maybe, because I do have that from the library. I have a bunch of manga from the library actually, but yeah, we'll see what we get up to. I don't really have a solid game plan. I just know I want to finish some current reads for sure. So I hope you enjoy this vlog. I'll let you know when I have another reading update for Mate. I started it for my Lair readathon this past weekend. It's currently Monday. The visceral reactions that it got out of me. I was squealing, I was screaming, I was like gooped and gagged, kicking my feet. I was sweating. I was sweating from the tension. The tension is so good in Mate. And we're gonna read some horror too in this vlog, don't you worry. I also forgot to mention that Mate, my in-person book club pick for my romance book club that I go to once a month. So that's also why I picked it up. But I'll be finishing this today. Hey, sorry for the shitty lighting. That's as good as it's gonna get for now. Hi, it's many hours later. My dumbass took another nap because I cannot be tamed apparently. Ooh, that was my shoulder. It's literally almost midnight and we watched The Woman in Cabin 10, which was pretty good. That was Joey and I's first buddy read together. I think it's a public video. Yeah, because I didn't have Patreon yet. I'll link that vlog down below. I haven't watched it recently, so kind of nervous, but I guess I'll link it down below. I have 33 pages left and 2 chapters left of Mate. It's probably going to be a 4-star. And it's actually not because of the sex scene. The sex scene, the long ass chapter of a sex scene, was actually not that bad. There were a couple cringy lines, expected. It's really just this like last part that feels like it's a little bit too dragged on in terms of this subplot. I don't know. The first half felt like a 5-star read. And then we got to the steamy scenes and it was still potentially a 5-star. I'm ready for it to be over, but it's still really good and so much better than Bride in my opinion. I dog-eared something. What did I dog-ear? Oh, her humor is so good because it's like a lot of her one-liners are like she trusts her reader to get it. And like if you don't get it, then so be it. But the ones who get it, get it. On this page, she's like, when I walk into the living room, Cohen is facing away from me, talking on the phone about winning friends and influencing people. Regular alpha stuff. If you don't know what that means, I dated an accountant who only read nonfiction business books. So of course he owned the book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you search like, I don't know, best-selling self-help books, it'll probably come up right alongside 7 Habits for Effective People, The 4-Hour Work Week, those types of books. I thought that was so funny. In the first half, there was this thing about Serena and her well-being that made things emotional, and then we figured things out, and then got heavy on the romance. I don't want to go any further than that because I don't want to spoil anything. The nodding in this is probably the least cringy nodding scenes I've ever read, which is great. I thought I was gonna like this like B-plot, subplot situation in terms of like the political part of things, but now it's just getting kind of annoying. I like the political stuff when it came to how it affects the romance, if that makes sense. For those of you who read it, that should make sense. I'm almost done though, 33 more pages. I'm going to finish it, and then I am probably not gonna be sleepy. So I'll continue Hazelthorn on my Kobo until I fall asleep. So that's the plan, Jan. What else happened today? Oh, we had Texas Roadhouse for dinner, and I forgot to vlog too. I also saw someone from high school there, so that's always fun. Hello, good evening. It's like 10 p.m. 10:20. Oh my god, look how cute we are. We got our engagement photos back. Sorry I haven't vlogged all day. I got home from work and I just felt like rotting. Like I was craving some spicy Doritos. We put a pizza in the oven. We watched Love is Blind and then some of Ed Gein. We have range in this household, okay? And then I was just rough editing, but I haven't read much today. I can't even find my book. I read a little bit of On Sunday She Picked Flowers. It's about this abusive mother and her daughter who, let's just say, escapes that life and ends up in the middle of the woods at this house. Her directions were given by someone she came across, and she encounters some creepy things. I can't remember if I said in this vlog, but the content warnings have cannibalism in addition to abuse and all of that, so it seems like it'll get really intense. It was already intense in just the first couple chapters. We haven't gotten to cannibalism yet, but I know it's coming because it's in the content warnings, so that's also not a spoiler. On another note, I did in fact finish Mate last night. I stayed up till 1 a.m. to finish it, and I'm giving it a solid 4 stars. I mean, I said what I said about this book. I'm thoroughly surprised by how much I enjoyed this and laughed out loud. I laughed so many times. I had so much fun with this book. The chapters weren't long. They weren't short, but they weren't long, okay? They went quickly. The world building was easier. For some reason, it felt a lot easier to follow and care about than in Bride. I mean, this gave me hope. And now I'm not in the mood for On Sunday She Picked Flowers. I want something light. I might either continue If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia or start a new book, just to get that fresh start feeling. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll be off and reading all day and doing chores, of course. This happens every October. Since I read horror year round, come October, I'm like, okay, I need a change of pace because I'm seeing horror everywhere. Everyone's reading horror. The hipster in me is saying like, everyone's reading horror. No, but like, seriously, Seriously, like when I go on social media, it's all I see, which is great, but it becomes the same horror books over and over and over. And by the time October rolls around, I'm like, I kind of want lighter stuff since everything else is horror vibes, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to haunted houses and pumpkin farms, and we might get flash tattoos on Saturday. I'm gonna get a jack-o'-lantern. I'm so excited. It's only $31 plus a $9 tip. It's not from my usual tattoo artist, so he's gonna give me shit for it for sure next time I see him. But you know what? $31 and a $9 tip? How can you go wrong? And I've always wanted a jack-o'-lantern or some type of pumpkin. We'll be most likely doing that on Saturday. I'm gonna end this vlog on Friday because this weekend I'm filming a Carmilla Patreon vlog where we do as many autumnal things on a bucket list as we can in one weekend. Actually, maybe I'll continue this vlog and just do my reading stuff in this vlog and then the other stuff in that vlog. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing. But yeah, great time. I liked it much better than Bride. This is just a duology, right? Is it? Question mark? I don't know who else it would follow after this. If so, I'm counting it on my series tracker, completed series for the year. But yeah, the banter, the humor was great. I love their chemistry. I love their tension. I'm a hoe for tension, okay? I love a slow burn, sexual tension. If I'm squealing when the characters are like either mean to each other, or if I'm squealing by just like a brush of fingertips or some eye contact, you know you're doing it right. You know what I mean? So yeah, love this. I do have my phone. I can do a fun fact on something. Oh, you know what? They had this bit where he would listen to classical music after he kills vampires and stuff, just driving to classical music, and she'd always be like, is this Bach? So I'm gonna do fun facts about Bach. He once walked over 200 miles to hear an organist named Buxtehude, definitely butchered that, stayed for 4 months without permission and was jailed for 4 weeks for being stubborn and getting into an argument with his employer. He fathered 20 children, wrote a cantata about his love for coffee, and lost his sight after failed cataract surgery. Oh no. That sucks, man. Those are kind of fun. He seemed like a fun, spontaneous dude. That's all I got for now. I will update y'all tomorrow. I'll have plenty of footage tomorrow, hopefully, since I'm just gonna kick it at home, be a little homebody, because it's supposed to be gloomy and rainy tomorrow. I'm so excited. I thought about sprinting on Patreon, but I think I just want to get shit done. I don't really feel like being chatty tomorrow. That is it. I will let you know as soon as I have another reading update. Hello, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I had a very late start to my day. I slept until 10. Yeah. But I read Hazelthorn until like 1 a.m. last night. It's been a cycle. I edited my video, uploaded. It's my next vlog. Still behind on uploads, unfortunately. But I got one up today, and then I sat in front of my October TBR for like 20 minutes trying to decide what to read. I decided on In the Veins of the Drowning, but then I realized there's a character named Evander in it as well. And Hazelthorn does, too. Like, what are the odds of that? Evander is such, like, an uncommon name. Maybe not in the fantasy genre, but whatever. So, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I should just risk being confused. I mean, they're different enough, storyline-wise. I think I'm gonna have Joey pick again, like we did with Wild Reverence in a couple vlogs ago. But for now, I'm gonna head over to Half Price Books because I need to exchange this book, What Fury Brings by Trisha Levenseller. I am going to link Ellen Catherine's vlog about this book down below because it's not something I want to read. It's marked as an ode to feminism, but it's like on steroids. Like, men are getting abused and beaten and raped and just like not okay things. Like, that's not feminism, you know? And like, it just gives feminism a bad rep. So we're not gonna read that. I'm gonna exchange it for, I don't know. It's Wednesday, so there should be new books out from yesterday for new release Tuesday, so I have no idea. But that's a $27 book, and I'm not just gonna let it rot on my shelves, and I'm not just going to sell it for less on Pango. So we're gonna do the exchange. It's been rainy and gloomy all day. It's like almost 1 o'clock now. I'm also wearing my Real Friends. It's so cute. I love the Snoopy. I got it on sale. And then my Reading is Sexy hat. I don't know why I just did an outfit of the day, but let's go to Half Price Books. Okay, hi, sorry. I forgot to vlog, but I did make the exchange. It was just like a flip the patriarchy, feminine rage, feminist book. And like, that's not what feminism is, as Ellen said. And I just don't want to read about enslaved and abused men and everyone in the book just treating it like it's normal. So we exchanged that. That was like a $27 book. So I got 3 books in exchange. 2 of them were on clearance. So this one is an indie book called Casually Homicidal. I got this for $2, and it says self-diagnosed sociopath spends his last days as a high school senior cutting up small animals in his shed in rural Montana. And then he goes on an impromptu road trip, and apparently it's visceral and honest and evocative, so I think it'll get pretty deep and go into like the dark depths of his mind. I don't know. Is there gonna be a romance in here too? I thought it was a romance at first, and then I read the back, so I don't know. Also for $2, I got Nightbirds by Kate J. Armstrong. I've been eyeing this for a long time, but never felt the need to buy it, but for $2 will do. It's a YA about, oh, here we go again, a fiercely feminist fantasy, sumptuous cinematic writing. Nightbirds charts the course of women wielding the most powerful magic ever known as they emerge from the shadows to take control and change their fate. I think this one deals with like dreams maybe, and it's like Gatsby vibes. Is it the one with, oh no, I'm thinking of A Multitude of Dreams, or whatever it's called. I don't know why the covers are so similar to me. They both have faces on them, but they're completely different colors. I think they came out the same time. I don't know. And then the full price book, well, it's not half price or full price. It's $5 less than retail price. I got The Graceview Patient by Caitlin Starling. She's the author of The Death of Jane Lawrence and The Starving Saints. I didn't realize this was coming out this year already. I heard my friend Madison talk about this. She's literary Mad Max on everything. So go follow her because she has great reviews. And it says misery meets invasion of the body snatchers in this genre-bending, claustrophobic hospital gothic. I love a gothic book, no matter what it is. So I'm gonna give this a try. But yeah, that's the little haul. Don't know what I'm gonna read right now. It's gloomy, so like I feel like I should be reading On Sunday She Picked Flowers because it's like gothic vibes. But I know I'll read If It Makes You Happy quicker, but it's long, like 500 pages long. On Sunday She Picked Flowers is like 230. I think Mate put me in a book hangover, y'all. That's a plot twist. People, I fell asleep a little bit. I read to page 90 of this. I read a little bit of Hazelthorne as well, and I was trying to fall asleep, and then I realized I haven't made coffee yet. So now we're here with Joey eating Doritos behind the camera to pick from my October TBR what I should continue or start, okay?
Okay.
We're not gonna do this because I was just reading this today, but that's the shortest one right now. We have In the Veins of the Drowning, The Sirens with Wings.
Gotcha.
We have my fall 90s rom-com.
Have you started that?
Yeah, I'm on page 50. It's good. This, I think I'm gonna save this for Salem because it takes place in Salem. Vampire, road trip, gritty, suspenseful, horrifying. Vietnam veteran and his adopted niece hunt and are hunted by the vampire that slaughtered their family. Coffin Moon. Got a match made in hell. Girl has to fight 7 deadly sins I told you about.
Oh yeah.
Sequel and prequel to Bunny. Weird girl vibes.
Didn't you like really like Bunny?
Yes. This is my bloody read for the month. It's a culty music thing.
When's that gonna be done by?
End of the month. Then I have Day and Night,
Ah, yes.
the horror stories, and then sequel to A Tempest of Tea, which is vampire heists, fake tea room.
Some doozies.
Yeah.
I'm torn between Day and Night
Uh-huh.
and that road trip vampire one.
Okay. I'll do the road trip vampire one.
Okay, I was gonna say Day and Night because isn't it stories?
It's stories, but
I feel like that could make it go quicker.
yeah, but this kind of stresses me out because this side's 171 pages, but then you flip it and it starts from page 1 again. So when I think of my page counts, like it's too much work. So either I'll do that for like a 24-hour readathon or like when I have the brain capacity to do math, you know? Okay, I'm starting Coffin Moon by Keith Rawson. Thank you for your service. I'm excited. It's an Aardvark book. Use my code JAN to get your first box for $4 and free shipping. Ooh, the inside looks like Ronald McDonald vibes. Let's see how this goes. I gotta pick my tabs, gotta pick my bookmark. Oh wait, I have my bookmark because Aardvark comes with bookmarks. It says, pro tip, never skip an author's note. Noted. Does this one have an author's note? Oh, there's a character named Adeline. Oh, and there's an about the type. This book was set in Bulmer, a typeface design in the late 18th century by the London type cutter William Martin. I love when they have stuff about the typeface. Hi. What are you waiting for? Just listening to me? Oh, okay. Okay, let me start this. All right, y'all, we made some progress. I got 50 pages into Coffin Moon. I don't have my ring. I left it in the bathroom. Don't tell Joey. I can see myself liking it. I mean, I didn't expect there to be vampires yet, but there's not even like a hint of it yet. There's just a lot of bar scenes because the main character owns a bar. They live above a bar. He and his wife adopted Julia, this 13-year-old. She keeps getting into trouble. Her grandparents are also around. There's this like motorcycle gang situation that turned a little bit violent, and Joanne, the grandma, is acting kind of shady. She mentioned something that the main character did years ago that his wife doesn't know, and it involves the cops one way or another, so I guess I'm intrigued by that to find out what that is. It takes place in the winter of 1975, Portland, Oregon, so the vibes are there. I'm reading a lot of books that take place in the 19-somethings, so hopefully I don't get too confused, but I'm pausing that. Sorry, that was a terrible intro to Coffin Moon, but I'm like really trying hard not to say dude bro horror, but it feels like that, okay? You know, I am okay with horror written by men, with any books written by men for the most part, but especially horror, but I have to be in the mood for it. And right now I'm in a very like feminine, romantic, lovey-dovey, but also kind of gothic vibes, kind of darker vibes. I do have Nocticadia by Carrie Lake on the go. And I'm like over 100 pages in, but it's not on my October TBR. What is on my October TBR, however, is In the Veins of the Drowning. So I'm continuing this. I'm on page 42. It seems that I'm like 50 pages into a lot of the books that I'm in the middle of. Dinner should be done soon and I should be past page 50, but this is another short fantasy book. It started out really like not intense, but intense. Like not intense as in war, violence, that type of shit, but like intense in terms of the plot and what's in the synopsis, which is that she has to hide her siren appearance. I'm doing a very bad job. On Sunday she picked flowers. It's picking up. I mean, it's slow because it's a Southern Gothic, but it's not slow in terms of intensity, because right at the beginning we have a very triggering scene. Here, I will read you guys the content warnings. Physical, verbal, and emotional abuse, as well as anti-Black violence, cannibalism, and semi-explicit references to incest, self-harm, and child death. So there's a lot that's about to go on. There's a lot that has gone on, and I'm 90 pages in, so I'm hoping to read a little bit more and cross page 100, but I'm just picking up whatever I feel like in the moment. And I think I want to read like maybe 50 more pages of If It Makes You Happy as well. I'm just gonna read a little bit of everything because I know damn well I'm not going to finish a book, especially at this rate. I could read A Sign of Affection Volume 2, but I'm also not in the mood for a manga. This is truly a mood reading vlog. Hello, hello. Oh look, I'm wearing my Kermit earrings. And I'm also wearing my book lover zip up from the Common Room shop. First update of the day. I have read almost 200 pages since we last spoke of In the Veins of the Drowning, and I'm losing my mind. I don't know how to explain how much I'm loving this. It went a direction that I was not expecting. I guess I didn't read the synopsis carefully enough, if it even says it in there. I don't have the dust jacket, clearly, so I can't fact check myself at the moment, but it went a great direction. Oh my god, I don't even know how much I could say, but the tension between the unexpected for me love interest, because I really thought it was going to be Evander, but I guess not. I feel like I should have known that though, but I didn't, so it was a great surprise for me. The tension. And like the circumstances that they're in, they're not ideal, but there are like deals being made and negotiations, and it's not like alliances and stuff. It's like negotiations between the two main characters. I love it. And I also love the side characters, honestly. I'm excited to finish this and see where it goes. I'm not excited to wait for the second book. There is an excerpt at the end. It's going to be called In the Wake of the Ruined, but I personally don't like reading excerpts because it's just like a tease. And then it's torturous to, you know, see how good it starts, and then you have to wait anyway, so might as well just wait for the whole thing. It's the same thing with like albums. Joey loves listening to singles as they come out, and I do sometimes for like Mayday Parade and Knuckle Puck and The Story So Far, because they have such long times between their albums, especially The Story for so far, but I always prefer to just wait till the entire album comes out. So one, it's not like in pieces and then again it's a tease, and two, they release so many singles sometimes that you basically listen to the whole album, and when the album comes out and you're so excited for a full new album, you only get like 3 new songs that you haven't heard. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with excerpts. But anyway, yeah, I'm utilizing my emoji stickers a lot. Let's just say that. I'm squealing, I'm highlighting. I love it. They have left the place that the book started at. And that's where the deals and stuff come in. And there's a journey aspect, and there's a one-horse scene. Love it. Did not think I would love a one-horse scene as much as I do now. Not just because of this book, but I can't remember other books that had it, but I love it every single time. I've literally bought, like, A Dawn of Onyx. I bought that because I heard there's a one-horse trope. I don't even know. It's just like how close they get. And it's not like a motorcycle. Like a motorcycle would be the same thing, but a horse is just so much more romantic, you know? So there's this journey aspect. We meet some side characters that I hope return in the second book because I kind of love them, and how real they are with each other, like the conversations that all these characters have. It's good writing. It has good horror elements as well, like I was expecting. So I'm glad it hasn't disappointed in that realm. That just goes for the creepy creatures in this world. It's not a lot of horror, but there have been a couple of descriptions where I'm like, oh, I can visualize that, and that's creepy. I will be finishing this tonight, she said, hopefully. I kind of like really have to because I want to start a vampire themed vlog tomorrow because Gavin from Gavin Reads It All, y'all know him, love him, and I are going to be buddy reading New Moon. He's already ahead because I had no idea he was working on this Twilight Saga vlog. I feel like I did know, but I didn't know he was starting it. It'd be my first time too. We both have reread Twilight with the intention of continuing, but I never did, and I'm 25 pages into New Moon. He's like 113 as of his sprints a couple hours ago. So tomorrow I'm gonna start that vlog and catch up to him, which means I gotta end this vlog tonight, which means I'm gonna hopefully finish this. And then I wanna read A Sign of Affection Volume 2 just to get one more book in. And then I'll just finish Coffin Moon in that vampire vlog because how fitting. I'm thinking, sneak peek, I'm thinking New Moon, Coffin Moon, and then I have current reads that are vampire books, like Bury Our Bones. I'm like 200 something pages in. I could finish that. I could do my reread of Dowry. I also have The God of Endings, which is a vampire, like historical book. I want like different vibes of vampires. You'll probably hear all this again if you watch the next vlog, but that's my update on this. I read a little bit of everything yesterday. I don't even know if I updated on everything, but that's the plan for now. I don't even know how many books. Did I just read Mate in this vlog and then this and then the manga that I'm gonna finish tonight? I don't know. Maybe I'll try to sneak in another like Kindle Unlimited or Kobo Plus book. Oh, I also read a lot of Hazelthorne. I think I'm over 100 pages of it now. I'm like 33% in. It's good. It's a very just vibes, no plot book. I mean, there's a plot, but I'm here for the vibes. It's very botanical, gothic, descriptive, lush, atmospheric, and there's like a murder mystery type of thing in it, but I don't really care. I just like the writing, but we'll see if it gets juicier. Wow, 8-minute clip. Okay, bye. Hi, I'm in the CVS parking lot currently because Joey and I want some snacks. Me specifically for my sprinty sprints. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about, oh my god, did I pause it? I just want to talk a little bit about The Scammer by Tiffany D. Jackson. Okay, so I started this on a whim this morning. It just came out, but I got it as an ALC on Libro FM. I'm currently on chapter 6, 27% in. 2 hours and 46 minutes left. If I color for that long tonight, I could probably finish this. Or if I extend this vlog to tomorrow morning and not start my vampire vlog till I actually start reading New Moon, then I could probably squeeze this into this vlog too. Because this is like worth talking about. Okay, so Tiffany D. Jackson is an auto read author for me. The only book I haven't read by her so far is Allegedly, and I'm kind of nervous because people say there's pregnancy in that book and I try to avoid that. But Tiffany D. Jackson could be an exception, okay? Anyway, therefore, I didn't read the synopsis for this. prior to starting it. However, I was listening to it. So there's this girl, Jordan, who starts her freshman year at this historically black college called Fraser University, but she's like a disappointment in her family because her parents have always wanted her to get into Yale. They always want her to strive for white excellence. Being in a white institution means white success. Get it? You get it. Okay, so there's commentary about that and classism and racism in the education system and things like that. But she doesn't listen to anybody. She stands her ground. She goes to this historically black university. Good for her. She meets all these other girls. One of the girls has an older brother named Devonte. There is also this one white kid in the whole school, or at least from what we know, and his name's Nick. Jordan is automatically like, what the fuck? This guy just wants to use his white privilege and take a spot at this black college from a black student. We meet Devonte. At first, he's already cocky as fuck. He's like, I helped with Beyonce's tour. I helped with Kanye's album. Was it Summer Walker or something like that? Taught me this and that, this piece of advice. Already don't like him, okay? And then he starts giving all this unwarranted advice. And it's like condescending because he's older and all these girls are freshmen. He just starts spewing shit that sounds very wannabe superior, elitist, and culty. Honestly, culty. Okay, there's someone right there. So then I'm like, hold on, am I missing something? Like, is this supposed to be this vibe? So then I read the synopsis for the first time, and yes, it does imply that there is some sort of cult. The cover also implies that it's some sort of cult because it's like a hand. What is that puppet called? Marionetting? Marionettes? Puppeteering, essentially, these girls. So I don't know where this is gonna go. But he's very much like, you guys are queens, you need to put your mind to blah, blah, blah. Like, he's very fortune cookie, hippy dippy. The way the narrator does his voice, too, it's very like, yeah, you just gotta relax and like, are you really gonna wear that? Like, you have to present yourself this and that because you're a queen. Sometimes he makes some really good points. Like, he talks about religion and the Bible being written by white men and whatever. So there's someone parking right next to me. So yeah, it seems interesting. I'm intrigued. I'm hooked. I'm gonna finish this book. Not tonight though. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna go get snacks now because I want more spicy Doritos. We're back at 11 p.m. once again. We're in PJ mode. I did sprints and I invited Shay on for the last sprint and to chat. So that was really fun. I finished A Sign of Affection, Volume 2. Gave it 4 stars. Super cute. If you don't know what this is about, it's a romance between this girl and this guy. She's like the shy, young, naive girl who's figuring things out, but she's crushing on him. She's also deaf, so he's like, I want to talk to you. He clearly is attracted to her one way or another, but he is older. He's 3 years older. We find out he's 22 and she's 3 years younger, so 19. He's like asking her to teach him sign language. They're hanging out. They're going on little dates, but she's just like confused because he's kind of giving her mixed signals, but also he's not trying to. Like, there's this girl who asked him if she could stay the night. They kind of had history, I think. It was this whole situation that he couldn't explain right away because she just interpreted the situation as what she saw, not what he was saying back to the girl and how he was like rejecting her essentially. So it was like a whole mess. I'm excited to keep going with the series. It's super cute. It's hard for me to find manga that's not horror that I enjoy. So yay. It's just hard to get a hold of these. I have to keep ordering them from a different library. That's the only thing with this, but I also don't want to order like the whole series and take it home in one go, you know, so I'm gonna do one at a time. In the Veins of the Drowning, I'm 216 pages in, so I have exactly 130 pages left. I'm probably gonna try to read a couple more chapters before bed, and then I'll finish it in the morning. The Scammer I'll try to finish too, but I also want to get going on New Moon for my next vlog. So maybe I'll do 2 at once. Who knows? Anything can happen. But I just want this to be a solid vlog with solid thoughts and a good amount of books. And at least one book that's actually on my October TBR. That's all for tonight, folks. Finally Friday. Another day of trying to get our shit together. Hello, mood reading vlog. I am here to end the vlog because I finally finished In the Veins of the Drowning by Kaylee Cassidy. And then in terms of The Scammer by Tiffany D. Jackson, I think I'm like, I don't know what the percentage is. Definitely more than halfway through. So I have like 2 hours left of the audiobook. I'm not going to be able to finish it in this vlog because I want to close this out. I need the SD card for a different vlog and it's going to be too confusing if I don't. Anyway, The Scammer is probably going to be, depending how it ends, it's going to be between a 3 and a 4. I don't think it's going to be 5 stars. It does have really good commentary about, I think I talked about this already, like classism and black culture versus white culture and how black people are expected to act a certain way around white people, like things like that, you know, code switching. And then, like I said, it has culty aspects to it. Devontae is just so annoying. He makes me want to like crawl out of my skin. It's very uncomfortable the way he talks and he just keeps getting worse and worse. So I don't know how it's gonna end, but I'm hoping it's intense. But Tiffany D. Jackson never misses. Like, I even read her middle grade, Blood in the Water. I read an arc of it last year. Was that last year? No, that was this year. And even that was really good. So I'm hoping. I didn't even know this was coming out until I saw it on the Libro FM list for ALCs. I gave In the Veins of the Drowning 4 stars, like a solid 4. I don't really have much of a reason why it's not 5, other than the fact that it doesn't have that 5-star feeling at the end. I really thought it was going to end with a really big cliffhanger where I'm just really itching to get to the next book, maybe even read that excerpt at the end, but I think I can wait. But at the same time, I'm really freaking excited for it and I'm definitely gonna buy it on release date. One of my pet peeves in romance plots is when the characters know what they want, but they're letting other people deter them from following their heart and going after what they want. I hate when people decide things based on other people. It's just so frustrating to me. And that happens, like, there's this back and forth conversation between the 2 main characters about why they should do this, why they shouldn't do this, and what the consequences are. And it's like, just be fucking happy and kiss. Like, I don't even care anymore. I don't care about the kingdom. I don't care about who is gonna get affected by your actions. I just want you guys to be happy with each other. So it was very frustrating and I wish that it wasn't like that for like multiple chapters, you know? So there's that part of it, but I really liked the first half. And I liked how the relationship progressed and then how the world kind of slowly expanded as the book went on, because we meet certain characters that play a role in certain aspects and you get background information and reasonings why things are happening, but not all at once. It's not info dumpy whatsoever, in my opinion, and I feel like the characters have all the conversations that were necessary for the reader to know things and find out things about the world and how we got to where we got at the end. I will say it felt a lot longer than 350 pages, but that's because I dragged it out. I think that's a me problem, but I really love this world and how the sirens have black wings and just how the politics are. I like how it's all set up and it's like an easy ranking. It's not hard to follow like who's who and who works for who and who gets along with who and things like that. So I like it. It's a good setup. I'm happy I finally got to this and that it was actually on my October TBR. Oh, also, I wanted to say that this will probably be my Kickstarter to reading more books about sirens and mermaids, and maybe I'll actually read Into the Drowning Deep next year. Maybe I'll put it on my 26 for 2026, honestly, because everyone freaks out every time I mention Into the Drowning Deep, and I am interested. Evil mermaids sound fucking terrifying. Wait, I lied. I also read Sing Me to Sleep 2 years ago now, and I gotta finish that duology, and that one has sirens. So maybe sirens are my thing. I don't even know what I would do for a fun fact anyway, but we gotta go. We're going to a vintage Halloween decor market. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. If you made it to the end of this video, put a mermaid emoji because it's close enough to sirens, okay? It's close enough. I don't even know what else. Did I read? I read Mate and I read the manga, A Sign of Affection, volume 2. Yeah, I think that's all I read. That's that on that. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!